Hobbs Eagles Cause and back up by 3, 19-16. 1:38 left, opening quarter. Slowing the game up just a bit is Wood now. Stop and go, dribble to the right wing. He's going to continue down the right baseline. They call the hold from behind. See who they call that against. Looks like Caden Hall pick up the call that time. That's his first. And the fourth team foul against the Eagles. Rio Rancho basketball in the deep right corner to the front corner in front of the Hobbs Eagle bench. Caden Hall trying to block the inbound of Wood. Almost a 5-second count. Throws it back to the timeline right side to Morales. Drives the top of the arc. Kicks off left wing to Wood. Down to the left baseline. Johnson leans and shoots. Gets bodied up. Ball comes off the rim off the J. They're going to call the body foul there on Michael Mackey. That'll be Mackey's first personal 15 foul against the Eagles. And so far, perfect free throw shooting for Rio Rancho. They're 5 for 5 from the charity stripe. First shot for Johnson off the back of the rim. That's his first miss. 19-16. Still up by 3 of the Eagles, hitting this free throw from Johnson. Second shot is up, off the front of the rim, no good. Ball chased down by Hodge outside the perimeter. He's going to drive it to the far side. Hodge comes down the lane, lost the basketball. They're going to call the travel, though. I don't know if they're going to call that on Hodge or after the ball came out of his hands. Maybe Rio Rancho caught it and traveled with it, but the official traveled nonetheless. Yeah, they're going to say that it was a turnover momentarily for the Eagles. And Rio Rancho traveled with the basketball in the paint. We got a player from each team on the baseline. First they give it to Rio Rancho. Now they're switching it back to the Eagles. Hodge will inbound from the right base underneath the Eagles' hoop. DePena in the left corner. Drives with a back-end move to the free throw line now. Pivots. Finds Hodge coming down the paint. Goes backdoor, and there is Archibald again. He's on fire. 8 points. Off the backside of the hoop that time, right? As Archibald 8 points and 2 rebounds. And the Eagles have their biggest lead of 5, 21-16. 1 minute left, opening quarter. In the front court with the jab step is Lucero to the top of the arc off a screen. Dumps it over to the right wing to Wood. Wood to the free throw line, backs into Hodge. Back over to the right side to Lucero. To the right block to Johnson. He throws up a lefty layup, and they call the block foul, counted off the glass. Actually shot on the right side of the rim with his left hand. Pena was in the wrong place at the wrong time, bumps into him and gets the foul call. So Johnson now with 7 points. And for Pena, that's his first personal. And the 16th foul on the Eagles. Free throw for Johnson off the back of the rim. We got a whistle out on the rebound. Pulling it down at the free throw line for the Eagles was Archibald, his third board. So he's having a big yeoman's affair here in this first quarter, taking care of business for the Eagles. They got the foul call against Jerry Archuleta. That's his first 17th foul. 1-on-1 bonus time for Hobbs. As Archibald will go to the other end to shoot the free throws. Clock stop with 47.3 left here in the opening quarter. Eagles by 3. Archibald nails the free throw. Now leads the team in scoring with 9 points. 8 for Mackey, 3 for Pena, and 2 for Vega. Archibald's second shot is a swish. Eagles are now total of 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 10 points for Archibald, already in double digits, and Eagles matching their biggest lead of 5. Drives hard across the timeline. Johnson, runner shot down the lane off the left rim. It's no good. Picks his ball up and goes up again with the shot put. Can't get it to drop. Pulled down at the free throw line by Morales, and he tries to drive to the hoop, put his head down low to the floor, and they call the body foul on the Eagles. They charge that one to Mackey. Already his second, though. That is the 17th foul. Both teams with 7 in bonus the rest of this first half. Mackey will have to take a seat with the 2 fouls and check it in for him. First time tonight, Caleb Lehman. On the line, the shooting 2 will be, or actually the 1-on-1 will be Morales. Free throw up and good. Rio Rancho 6 of 9 for the charity stripe so far. 23-19, Eagles by 4 as we wait the second free throw for Morales. Dots up, and it's good. A switch. He's got 2 points now. 23-20 lead for the Eagles. 30 seconds left here in the quarter. Ball gets knocked out of the hands of Hodge at the time stripe, the third turnover. Taking it to the rack to the other end after the steals Wood, and he gets slammed, and the foul. So Pena now with his second personal, very quickly in succession there. That'll be the 18th foul on the Eagles. Also their 4th turnover of the ball game. On the line to shoot 2, Mikey Wood. He's perfect, 2 for 2. Trying to cut down the 3-point deficit right now. First free throw's up, and it is good. Wood now perfect, 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Down to a 2-point ball game. Takes a big deep breath here, a couple of dribbles. Shot is up, and it is good. Whistle during the shot. They're going to go ahead and say that was a violation on the Eagles, so count the basket or the free throw. As Wood now with 4 for 4 free throw shooting. A 1-point Hobbs Eagle lead, 28 seconds left. Half-court pass is pulled down by Pena. 3-on-3, he'll back it out towards the Hodge at the timeline. Over to left wing to Lehman, fires up a three, and nothing but net. Lehman coming off the bench. Caleb scoring a big one there. First try for the Eagles, up by 4, 26-22 at the other end quickly. Top of the arc is Johnson. Hall will come out on him on defense, gets a piece of the leather, but holding on possession is Johnson. Keeps the dribble alive, crossover move down the lane. Tries to shoot, gets it knocked out of his hands, left baseline to Art Shaletta. Throws it up top, a helium ball to Wood. He's going to fire for a shot at the buzzer from the right wing. Hits hard off the back of the iron, no good. At the end of one quarter of play, your Eagles up by 4, 26-22 over Rio Rancho. We'll be back here in 60 seconds at the APS Metro Tournament in Albuquerque on Cool 95.7.
Everyday specials are going on this week at Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs.
Boneless, skinless chicken breast, 97 cents a pound. Family pack boneless sirloin cut pork chops, $1.77 a pound. Farm-raised tilapia fillets, $3.99 a pound. Golden pineapple, $1.99 each. Super select cucumbers, 3 for $1. Jalapeno peppers, 99 cents each.
For all your grocery specials, come to La Tienda, 400 East Marlin, and Thriftway in the Broadmoor Shopping Center.
RMS Foods Incorporated of Hobbs supports local athletics. Wishing the Hobbs Eagles the best of luck. That hard work and dedication is definitely paid off. It's time to shine, Eagles. RMS Foods, providing high-quality products for the food industry. RMS Foods Incorporated, Hobbs, New Mexico, proud to be a part of Lee County. Go Eagles! Your friends at RMS Foods are behind you all the way.
Outlaw Grill thanks you for supporting Outlaw Grill throughout the years. Outlaw Grill has all your favorites, from savory soups to burgers. Porterhouse steaks, fettuccine alfredo, crispy chicken scallopini are just some of the all-time favorites. Outlaw Grill invites you to come in or call your order in 575-392-2012. That's 575-392-2012. It's a fast turnaround time for a delicious gourmet meal. Happy holidays from the crew at Outlaw Grill.
Welcome back live to Albuquerque, the APS Metro Tournament, live on Cool 95.7. Your Eagles up 26-22 over Rio Rancho, just starting the second quarter. Top score for the Eagles, 10 for Archibald, 8 for Mackey. They dump it down low for Rio Rancho on their first possession. A little reverse layup from right to left underneath the hoop. Putting it through is Presser for his fourth point. Rams are led in scoring by Johnson, 7, and Archuleta, 7. 26-24, Eagles by 2. Lehman in the front court hitting a tray right before the end of the second quarter. Up top of the arc. Getting the pass for the Eagles is Acosta at the timeline. Picked up by Mackey on the left wing. DePena left corner. Jab step to try to move the 2-3 zone of Rio Rancho. Back to Mackey, the time stripe. He's going to face Johnson. Crossover. Jump stop. Shot from the right elbow. Comes off the front of the rim. No good. Chased down by Pena. He throws up a shot from the left baseline. 15-footer and nails it. Pena now with 5 points at his first rebound. And your Eagles up 28-24. 7 minutes left here in the second. Throwing it down in the backcourt is Marfil. Brings it across the timeline against Pena. Unloads the pass left wing to Archuleta. Kicks it to the left elbow to Johnson. Fadeaway Jay. Clinks out the front of the rim. We got a rebounding foul underneath, though. Who they're going to call this one against. Looks like teams are just going to stay on this side of the court, so that's not a good sign there. Call the foul on the Eagles. That one will be charged to Costa, his second. Both teams in the bonus. That'll be the 19th foul on the Eagles. 7 for Rio Rancho. First shot for Johnson is off the front of the rim, no good. Johnson is 1 of 5 from the charity stripe, 20%. Already 13 free throw attempts for Rio Rancho. And it made 9 of them. Second free throw off the right rim, no good. Mackey sky high for the rebound. His second. They'll bring it across the timeline. Now a 1-2-2 zone for Rio Rancho. Top of the circle, comes right, zigzags it back to left, and hands it off to Pena. Pena comes to right elbow, backs out, hands it off to the top of the arc to Vega. Vega to Mackey on the handoff, left to right, top of the circle, crossover move, spins, hands off to Pena, top of the arc. He throws up a three, gets knocked to the floor. Comes off the back of the iron, the ball, but the foul call, the bump by Marfil. That'll be his first personal 18 foul. Ron, I mean, we've been seeing that in the last couple of ball games. The Eagles trying to grab those fouls from the official and using their body kind of jerky motion.
Yeah, but that was actually an earn because the player just backed into him with his butt and definitely hit him on the stroke.
And it should be 3 free throws. Pena misses off the back of the rim on the first. He is now 1 of 3 from the charity stripe with 5 points. Still 10 for Archibek, 8 for Mackey. Mackey perfect 2 for 2 on the line, so is Archibek. Pena will get 1 more free throw, or 2 more, I should say. Second shot is up and good. He'll get 1 more and a 5-point lead, matching the biggest lead of the ball game here in the first half. 29-24 Eagles, 6:28 left here in the second. Takes a couple of dribbles now as third and final shot for Pena. Zing-zang and around the rim, no good. Pulled down by Johnson for his third rebound. He'll send it ahead to a wide-open man on the right block. That's Bynum. Nobody contested him whatsoever for the easy two-handed layup. His first points, 29-26. Eagles by 3. 6:15 left here in the second. Mackey in the front court against that zone still. Comes right, hands it off to Pena with the left hand of the circle. Flicks it over to Vega. Comes right with it and gives it off to Mackey. Mackey will outside the perimeter, waiting for a screen. Right side from Chisholm. Uses it. Shot from the left elbow of the free throw line. Fade away. Rolls off the front of the rim. Thought that was going to stay. Johnson saves it right off the back of Jordan Chisholm, and it knocks out on the baseline. It'll be Rio Rancho basketball. No, they got the timeout, I guess. Wait a second. Now the official's coming to scores table and calling a foul. Johnson went high up in the air and threw the ball off the back of Jordan Chisholm. I'm not sure where the foul comes in here, but that's what the call was, and that will be charged to Jordan Chisholm, his second 10th team foul. So Rio Rancho is going to get a lot more this quarter here, Ron, with the free throws.
They are, exactly, because they know how to use the rules, and they're definitely using it to their advantage right now.
Johnson hits his first free throw. He's got 8 points. His first point of this second quarter is already 1 for 3 from the line in this quarter. He'll get 1 more here and makes his second. He's got 9 points, leading the Rams in scoring. It's 29-28, kind of how they last time these two teams played went in Artesia, 1-point Eagle win. On to the top of the circle, in the front court, hands off to Mackey. Dribble to the right to Pena with the handoff to Hodge, top of the circle again. Flicks it over to Mackey on the right wing, to the free throw line, to Pena in the left corner. Spots up a tray. Rainbow jumper right through the thread. Pena with his first tray of the ball game, second for the Eagles. He's got 9 points. Second leading scorer behind Archibek's 10. 32-28, Hobbs by 4. In the front court on the right wing is Wood. Wood dumps it to Johnson, right elbow, down low, trying to go with the double clutch. Off the rim is Presser. Gets his own rebound, couldn't get it to drop. Picked up on the left block by Johnson. His shot off the back of the iron, and Mackey is in transition off his rebound, his third. Into the front court, gets stripped by Johnson. That'll be turnover number 5. Does it backdoor off the right glass, tipped off by Archuleta, but picked up by Johnson to lay it in on the left side. Johnson now with 11 points and 5 rebounds. Eagles by 2, 32-30. Hodge in the front court, top of the arc to Mackey. Mackey will come left, hand off to Pena. Pena to Hodge at the top of the circle off the handoff, gets a screen. Tries to throw it to the left wing, and it's picked off again by Johnson, the 6th turnover. Johnson down the lane with the lefty layup, reverse, no good. Rebound put back up on the left side. It won't drop for Wood. Another rebound by Johnson on the right side of the glass. It doesn't go. Johnson again getting knocked backward, comes off the iron. 7 rebounds for Johnson and rolls down the baseline. And it will be, looks like, Rio Rancho basketball. Lots of second, third, fourth, and fifth opportunities. Eagles not doing a good job of putting a butt on people there on the defensive board. Inbound to the right corner to Bynum. And we got an offensive foul call on the Eagles, or on the Rio Rancho Rams off ball. They charge out to Presser, his first, and that will be the 19th foul against the Rams. Substitution for Rio Rancho on the court is Harrison. How do you like the back and forth here so far? Very close ball game. And again, just like the Artesia tournament.
Yeah, for the most part, it's going for the favor of the Hobbs Eagles.
4:22 remaining here in the second quarter. We got a technical foul now as they get a call against the head coach of Rio Rancho. Wait a second. Referees are going to the wrong basket. Check is against the Rio Rancho, and it's Mackey that's going to have to be the guy that's going to shoot the 2 free throws here. That will be the 10th team foul against Rio Rancho. And 2 shots here for Mackey, who's perfect 2 for 2. So both of these to get him into double digits, up to 10. First shot is up, and it is off the back of the rim for Michael Mackey. He will get one more. Eagles are 7 of 10 for the charity stripe for 70% and lead by 2 with 4:21 left second quarter. Second shot is up and good on the Tech. Mackey with 9 points. Eagles will also get the ball back at the time stripe with a 3-point lead, 33-30. Still on the court for the Eagles, Braylon Vega, Pena, Mackey, Chisholm, and Acosta. Inbound of the backcourt to Pena. Pena comes left, hands it off to Vega with a big jab step. Comes up top of the arc off the dribble. Bounce pass to Mackey in the paint. Shot from the right elbow. Goes through the hole. Count it. Mackey with 11. Now leads the Eagles in scoring and a 5-point Eagle lead, 35-30. Driving the lane at the other end. Ball knocked out of the hand of Wood going to the hoop with it. Looks like Mackey punched it out. He's got to be careful with the 2 fouls, though. And it will be a Rio Rancho basketball right of their hoop. Trailing by 5. Quick inbound comes to the deep left corner to Wood. Wood sends it back to the left wing to Bynum. Back door to the left block. The ball gets booted out of bounds. Looked like it came off the foot of Wood, but they're going to say touched by Pena as well. It will be, again, Rams basketball on that right baseline. 35-30, Eagles up by 5. They throw it back deep, top of the circle to Morales. Pivots and throws the ball over to Bynum on the left wing with the screen. Comes down the right lane. Over to Parison in the right corner. 18-footer and puts it through the hole. Parison with his first bucket of the ball game, 35-32. Eagles by 3. 3:38 left in the first half. Pena will slow it down as he comes across the timeline to the left wing. Hands it off to Vega. Over to Mackey on the right wing. Gets a screen up top from Acosta. Almost had a travel there. The fans want the call. The Pena on the left wing. He'll back out to the timeline. Dribbles right to Vega with the handoff. Over to left side to Mackey. Mackey at the timeline as he backs out on his defender. Drives to the free throw line. Fadeaway Jay swishes it. Michael Mackey. 13 points to lead the Eagles. And Hobbs matching their biggest lead of 5, 37-32. Clock to 3:05 left second quarter. In the front court at the top of the arc is Wood. Drives the lane. The runner shot at the back of the iron. We got a body flat on the floor. Possibly a charge here. Yes, offensive foul as Michael Mackey stepped up in the lane that time and was plowed over pretty hard. That will be the 11th team foul against Rio Rancho and the second against Wood. So Hobbs basketball also go down as a turnover. That's the 4th for Rio Rancho. Hobbs up by 5. Pena will take his time with no defense in the backcourt. Comes across the timeline. Waits for a screen up top from Vega. Gives it to Vega on the right wing. He's going to fire up a 3 uncontested, and he puts it through the cylinder for Trey. Vega now with 5 points, and the Hobbs Eagles have their 3rd tray of the ball game and lead by 8, their biggest lead here in the first half. 40-32, 2:38 left. Crossover move front court. Bynum gives it off to the left wing. Spin move for Morales to the free throw line to Johnson. Bounce pass to the left wing and up to Morales. Tries to kick it down to the left corner. It's taken away by Vega. That'll be a turnover for Rio Rancho. Their 5th. Sends it ahead. Back door. Trying to go up strong with the 2 hands. Jordan Chisholm, but he's rejected hard by Parison out of bounds. It will be Hobbs basketball on the right baseline. The Eagles trying to get some transition game going here, Ron.
And they're doing a pretty good job. Not completely getting it right, but they're going the right way and improving their offense as well as their defense.
And a couple of trays to add on to the scoring with an 8-point lead. Mackey will get the inbound in the left corner. He'll spot up a 3 off the side of the rim. Ball loose on the baseline. And we got a foul, looks like. Mackey was trying to get around. They're going to call the hook on him against Johnson. That's a bad one because that'll be his 3rd personal. And the 11th team foul, which, again, double bonus both ways right now. So Mackey with 3. The score clock here says 2 fouls on Mackey, so he gets lucky on that. On the other end is Johnson to shoot the free throws. Johnson is 3 of 7 from the charity stripe, and he has 11 points. Misses off the back of the rim. Just in this second quarter alone, he is 2 for 5, so definitely having some issues with the free throws so far. Still remains an 8-point Eagle lead. Johnson's second shot, hard off the back of the rim. It hits the top of the cylinder and comes back through for the point. 12 points for Johnson. Hobbs up by 7. Pena throws a high one into Vega, far sideline. Bad one across the timeline on the pass. It's stolen away by Lucero for the Eagles' 7th turnover to Johnson on the left block. Fade in the lane. Throws it out the back of the rim, but they call the foul on the Eagles. He's flat on his stomach right now in the middle of the paint. As they get the foul call on Caden Hall, his second, 12th team foul on the Eagles. With 23 fouls called so far here in the first half combined. 12 Hobbs, 11 for Rio Rancho. And looks like coming off the court for some reason, Jordan Chisholm, they look like the referee sent him off. Might have some blood on his right hand, it looks like, and try to get that cleaned off possibly. Johnson crouching down to the floor. He got hit pretty hard in the middle of the paint that time, and right back up to the charity stripe. This is his 7th free throw opportunity here in the second quarter. He nails the free throw. 13 points for Johnson. Matching the numbers of Mackey for the Eagles. Second shot's up, and this one's a swish. 14 now for Johnson. He's made his last 3 free throws. Hobbs up by 5. Vega inbound, chucks it to Mackey at the timeline. 3-on-2. Lost the ball coming down the lane as Johnson got a piece of it. And for the Eagles, that will be their 8th turnover. Johnson stop and go dribble in the front court. Under 2 minutes left. Spins in the lane. Double clutch off the left glass and puts it down for 2. Johnson starting to pick up his pace just a bit. 16 for him. 40-37. Eagles by 3. Payne with the basketball as he'll take on the defense of Kelvin Archuleta. Slows it down through the timeline. 1:40 left in the half. Hobbs by 3. Archuleta will step out a little bit, then backs away again. Still at the time stripe as Pena drives to the right elbow. Stop and go. Shot from the left side of the free throw line. Bats around the rim, off the glass, and through for 2. Pena with some big numbers here in this second quarter. Has 8 here and 11 overall. 42-37. Hobbs by 5. Clock to 1:18 here in the second. Stop and go. Top of the arc for Bynum. Over to right side to Johnson. Johnson dribbles through his legs. Call gets a piece of it. Rolls out towards the Hobbs Eagle bench. Picked up by Bynum. Drives the lane for Rio Rancho. Lefty reverse layup and scores. Bynum now with 4 points. It's a 3-point game again. Paul having some trouble getting it in for the baseline. And it looks like before the 5-second violation, Coach Reeves gets a timeout, saving a turnover. 1:01 left, second quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. Your Eagles leading Rio Rancho 42-39 here at the APS Metro Tournament in Albuquerque. Back in half a minute.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Getting close to halftime here in Albuquerque, and the Hobbs Eagles lead 42-39. And Ron, you think what kind of strategy do you think Coach Reeves was talking about during that break? Again, having some trouble beating this Rio Rancho press late in the second.
Yeah, a little more defensive rebounds, as well as trying to keep up with the offense as well, because they're getting a lot of uncontested shots.
Aki gets the pass to the timeline, gets to the free throw line, throws up a shot, in and out, no good. Rebound on the left block on the pivot for Rio Rancho, pulling it down with Parison, his first rebound. Goes it across the timeline, right wing to Bynum, dribbles up top with 45 seconds left in the second. Eagles by 3. Dribbles through his legs, guarded by Vega to the left elbow. Hand off to Johnson, left wing, drives the lane, fade away from the free throw line, right side, and swishes it through. Johnson started to come on big. He's had 3 buckets here in this second quarter and 11 points here. And do we have another timeout? Yes, the Eagles have to call another timeout to stop the 5-second violation. We're going to keep it right here at Volcano Vista High School. Once again, we're just on the radio tonight with some major internet problems here like we had last year. And so we will just have this radio only. Doesn't look like we'll be able to get up on YouTube on this one. Now, tomorrow we'll be at a different venue for the final game of the APS Metro Tournament for the Eagles. And hopefully the connection's a little bit better there. Volcano Vista High School outside of town, Ron, is quite a few miles outside of town, so you're kind of out in a plateau area there with not a lot of good tower coverage.
Yeah, and I was hoping they had fixed it by now, but apparently they have not. In fact, it seems to be getting worse.
Both teams in the huddle here to finish up their last few seconds of the timeout. Hobbs up by 1, 42-41. Rio Rancho lost to La Cueva to start the tourney, 71-68, but beat Albuquerque High 66-52 in Game 2. This is Game 3, of course. Michael Mackey gets the inbound with 25. Comes across the timeline, jumping in the air, finds Pena. Returns to Mackey with 20 at the free throw line. Back to Pena on the left wing for 3, and there he goes again. Abraham Pena drills another tray. That is his second tray of the ball game and 12 points. 45-41, a little bit more of a cushion on the score now. 4-point lead with 8 seconds. Driving the right side of the lane is Barnum. Kicks it out right corner. 3 is put through and a foul. Chris Lucero drains the tray deep in the right corner and is hammered in the air by Pena. So a chance for that 3-point play for Lucero with 4.8 left on the clock, and that's the 3rd foul on Pena. Pena kind of ripped his bicep that time, and that's not the type of foul. When the guy has already released it, you don't want to be grabbing arms because it's a good chance to get 3 free throws or a 4-point play here.
Exactly, and they got away with one. Well, they wouldn't, but they got called, and so now 4-point play. The game is tied, and with 4.8 seconds left, it could be going that way in the half.
So free throw good for Lucero. He's got 4 points. 3 seconds left across the timeline. Mackey heaves it up from 3 range, and he makes it just inside the half-court line from the left side in front of the scorer's table. Michael Mackey drills a tray. So the Eagles come into the halftime with a 3-point lead as Michael Mackey drills his first tray of the ball game and has 14 points to end the first half. Nice little cushion to have as you head to the locker room. 48-45, Eagles over Rio Rancho. We'll come back in 3 minutes on the Hobbs Eagle Network.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Everyday specials are going on this week at Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs.
Boneless, skinless chicken breast, 97 cents a pound. Family pack boneless sirloin cut pork chops, $1.77 a pound. Farm-raised tilapia fillets, $3.99 a pound. Golden pineapple, $1.99 each. Super select cucumbers, 3 for $1. Jalapeno peppers, 99 cents each.
For all your grocery specials, come to La Tienda, 400 East Marlin, and Thriftway in the Broadmoor Shopping Center.
RMS Foods Incorporated of Hobbs supports local athletics. Wishing the Hobbs Eagles the best of luck. That hard work and dedication is definitely paid off. It's time to shine, Eagles. RMS Foods, providing high-quality products for the food industry. RMS Foods Incorporated, Hobbs, New Mexico, proud to be a part of Lee County. Go Eagles! Your friends at RMS Foods are behind you all the way.
Outlaw Grill thanks you for supporting Outlaw Grill throughout the years. Outlaw Grill has all your favorites, from savory soups to burgers. Porterhouse steaks, fettuccine alfredo, crispy chicken scallopini are just some of the all-time favorites. Outlaw Grill invites you to come in or call your order in 575-392-2012. That's 575-392-2012. It's a fast turnaround time for a delicious gourmet meal. Happy holidays from the crew at Outlaw Grill. Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Live here at Volcano Vista High School outside of Albuquerque. Ty friend Ron Gunner with you. Tiffany Stuber back at the station here in the third round of the APS Metro Tournament, the consolation bracket. Your Hobbs Eagles lead by 3 over Rio Rancho, 48-45. Look at the scoring in the first half. There is one in double digits for Rio Rancho. That's Jaden Johnson, 18 points, 7 rebounds. Already 12 free throw attempts. He's made 6 of those for 50%. And Johnson is a slasher. I mean, he puts the shot up, but he's going to go in there and have 2 or 3 rebounds if he misses and continues to crash the boards. Eagles got to put collective butts on him in the second half, Ron.
And he seems to have a magnet on him with the ball because it always seems to find him where he finds the ball. But in any case, he is a threat under the basket, and he definitely takes those shots when and where he can.
Yeah, not scared to dribble the ball either. So 18 to lead both teams in scoring right now, Jaden Johnson. After that drop-off down to Kelvin Archuleta, he has 7 points, hit 1 tray in the game, and has 1 rebound. A bunch of guys with 4. Chris Lucero, who hit a tray, was also perfect on the line after the tray with a and 1 for 4 points. Mikey Wood with 4 free throws, 4 for 4 on the line. He has 3 rebounds as well. Jamel Bynum had 4 points on a couple of buckets. And Maddox Presser, one of their big rebounding guys, he had 4 points, 2 for 2 free throw shooting, and 3 rebounds in the first half. Esteban Morales hit a couple of free throws for 2 points, and Sean Harrison finished up with a bucket for 2. So far, a total of 8 scores for Rio Rancho, 15 of 21 from the charity stripe, already 21 attempts, and 71% on the line so far. They've had 17 rebounds up through 2 quarters of play, 7 leading for Johnson, and he's pretty much well ahead of everybody else. Wood and Presser both have 3 rebounds apiece. 5 turnovers in the first half for Rio Rancho. And for the Hobbs Eagles, already 3 guys in double digits, and they combined for 40 points between these 3. Michael Mackey with 16 points. He had 8 in the first quarter, also hit a tray in the second quarter with 8 points as well, so he was even up in both quarters, and was 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, and had 3 rebounds in the first half to lead the Eagles. Abraham Pena nailed down 2 3-pointers with 14 points, and 11 of those coming in the second quarter. He also has had 5 free throw attempts, nailed 2 of those so far, 2 of 5 for 40%, so 14 for Pena. And Chris Archibald doing a great job in that second quarter. In fact, had all 10 of his points, 4 buckets, 2 for 2 free throw shooting, and 3 rebounds. So taking care of business, Chris Archibald coming off the bench for the Eagles with 10. So 3 in double digits. Braylon Vega, the freshman, with a tray and another bucket for 5 points. Caleb Lehman coming off the bench as well for a tray. He had 3 in the first half. Eagles had 5 scores in the books through 2 quarters of play. They were out-rebounded in the first half, 17-12, as Chris Archibald led with 3 rebounds and Michael Mackey with 3 as well. Eagles had 8 turnovers in the first half, 5 for Rio Rancho. But Hobbs outshot Rio Rancho from the 3-point line with a total of 5 and just 2 3-pointers for Rio Rancho. So those are your numbers in the first half. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, come back with second half action. You're listening live to Hobbs Eagle Basketball, leading Rio Rancho by 3, back in 2 minutes.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank, and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
All right, we are live back here at Volcano Vista, home of the Hawks, but they're not playing tonight because we've got the Rancho Rams and your Hobbs Eagles. They're leading by 3 so far, 48-45. This is Ron Gunner here, filling in for a moment for Ty Friend as he's getting some vital information. He's going to be back in a moment. But in the meantime, we're about to start this third quarter, and it's going to be a doozy of one. So far, it's been back and forth between the two teams. In fact, they are 11-0 for their total combined record as far as their head-to-head matchups. And it's going to be another doozy, too. We had one last time just a couple weeks ago where it was down to the wire, and this one may be the same way as well as both teams come out of the huddle. Unfortunately, we don't have video for this one. We just have the audio and, of course, radio as well. But we are doing the best we can with what little we have. So we are about to get underway as we have Ty Friend coming here to call all the shots. I'll let you know what's going on. I already told him that.
Hobbs Eagle basketball to start this third quarter. Michael Mackey led the team with 16 in the first half. Throws it up top to Pena. Eagles up by 3, 48-45. Back to Mackey on the right wing. Gets a screen from Acosta. Doesn't use it. Fires it back to the timeline. Almost takes off the head of Pena. It sails out to the far sideline for the turnover. That's the Eagles' ninth turnover of the ball game. And it'll be Rio Rancho basketball just inside the half-court line on the far side front court for the Rams. The inbound to the back court to Bynum. He'll take his time with the dribbles. It comes through the time stripe. The defense of the Eagles, Acosta, unloads to the right wing. A few dribbles up top for Archuleta. Bounce pass to the left corner. Driving baseline. Bynum. Reverse layup from left to right. Comes out the back of the rim, but tip back up and in on the right glass. Put through by Wood. He's got 6 points and 4 rebounds. 18-12 rebounding difference for Rio Rancho. Hobbs, though, up by 1 on the scoreboard, 48-47. Here at the third quarter of action. Bunch of handoffs around the perimeter. Mackey top of the arc over to Pena right wing. Stop and go. Gives it up top to Hodge. Bounce pass to Mackey on the right wing in front of the Hobbs Eagle bench. Jump stop. Sends to Hodge right wing. Handoff to Mackey at front of the Hobbs Eagle bench again. Taking his time to get some rotation. Trying to set a screen for him as Archibald doesn't use it. Cross court left to Hodge for Trey. NBA distance off the front of the rim. And they're going to have a rebounding foul. Looks like coming over the back that time for the Eagles was Chris Archibald. That's his first personal. The first team foul on the Eagles. They had 12 fouls in the first half, 11 for Rio Rancho, a combined 23 total. So officials calling it pretty close at both ends. The inbound coming to Bynum. He'll bring it across the timeline. As he'll be guarded by Acosta back of the three-point arc. Unloads the ball to the right wing to Wood. Dumps it down low, but stolen away for the Eagles by Chris Archibald. That's his 6th turnover. But the Eagles throw it out of bounds on the far sideline on the transition game for the turnover for the Eagles. That's their 10th of the contest. Inbounding on the far right is Wood. Backdoor, reverse layup with his left hand. It's Presser. He's got 6 points. And Rio Rancho now with a 1-point lead. I believe that's their first lead of the ball game. As the Hobbs Eagles come across the timeline, Pena top of the circle. A 1-2, change their zone a little bit. A 1-3-1 zone now for Rio Rancho. Over to Pena to the right wing. As he puts it up top to Archibald. Drives the lane, double clutch. Kind of spun as he hit the hole with it. Lost it off the front of the rim. Rebound, but a bad pass for Wood. Hobbs gets it back. 3 on the left wing for Michael Mackey. Mackey with 18 points. He's matching the numbers of Johnson for Rio Rancho now. And it's a 51-49 lead for the Eagles by 2. 7 turnover for the Rams. Chop in the right wing for the Rams. Wood, he nails a 3-pointer over this outstretched hand to Mackey. Wood now with 9 points, the third 3-pointer for the Rams. Hobbs had 5 in the first half from 3-point range. And Rams up by 1, 52-51. Pena on the right wing, gets a screen from Vega. Throws it up top to Archibald. He'll back out of the defense, flicks to Hodge, coming down the right side of the lane. Over to Mackey right base, double clutch off the glass, scores it, and the foul. Bodied up on D by Wood. As Mackey now with 20 points, Wood with his 3rd personal, first team foul against Rio Rancho. Mackey a chance for a 3-point play here. Eagles were 7 of 11 in the first half for 63% from the line. And Mackey is 3 of 4 for 75%. He's got 20 points, leading both teams now. Trying to make it 21 with the free throw here. The and one is good for Mackey, 21 points. And Eagles up by 2, 54-52. We got a seesaw affair going on here. Again, it was 43-42 at the Artesia tournament earlier this year. The Hobbs Eagles winning by 1. Coming down the lane is Johnson. High shot from the back of the rim, no good. Hodge and Johnson are going to go toe-to-toe with their biceps flared, and now a little back pad after they get the jump ball call there. Nobody really got the advantage of the rebound, but both players tying it up quickly. The arrow's going to go for Rio Rancho on the left baseline underneath their hoop, down by 2. Quick inbound to the bouncer to Bynum in the right corner. Slings it back on the right wing, and backing out is Lucero. Coming back to get it, the handoff to Bynum. Bynum on the timeline, guarded by Hodge, comes down the lane. High arching layup over the front of the rim. They count the basket, and they call the block foul on the Eagles. It looked like good set there by Jordan Chisholm. No, they called the charge. A wide three, and puts it through the thread for the tray. Big-time shot for Vega, his second tray of the ball game. He's got 8 points, and that's tray number 6 for the Eagles as a team. We are tied at 57. Can't get much closer than that. 4:06 remaining here in the third. Across the timeline with the pass, Bynum. Over the far right side to Wood. Cross court left to Bynum. He'll hold the ball as Mackey comes down on him. Finds Lucero top of the circle. Again returns to Bynum. Drives left baseline. Double team underneath the hoop. Spins around in the paint. Turns up a shot on the fadeaway. Counted and a foul. Bynum now with 9 points. He got bided up by 2 defenders for the Eagles. Just kind of slicing his way through the lane that time. 3rd team foul against the Eagles. And that one will be charged to Chisholm, his 3rd personal. And that 3-point play opportunity for Bynum is up and good. 10 points for Bynum, now in double digits, and the Eagles trail by 3 once again, 60-57. Across the time stripe, top of the arc, Pena. Handoff to Mackey. Mackey gives over to Vega on the left wing. Thought about a 3, but 2 defenders pop out at him. Hands it off to Pena back in the time stripe. 60-57, Rio Rancho. 3:30 left here in the third. Green coming up top from Vega. Instead, he catches the ball at the pass to Mackey on the left wing. Back to Vega. Fakes the 3. Quick pass to Pena on the right wing. Again to Vega, top of the circle. Again to Pena. He'll drive to the right block. Fires the jumper, and there we go again. The swisher for Pena. Starting to move that zone quite a bit now. He's got 16 points. Second leading scorer right now, 21 for Mackey. 60-59, though. Eagles still down by 1. Across the timeline is Bynum as he finds Lucero on the right wing, guarded by Vega. Slings it up top to Presser, the big post player. Kicks it left wing to Bynum. Bynum with a jab step against Mackey. One has it top of the circle to Johnson. Drives the lane. Reverse layup is rejected by Mackey from behind. And it sails out to the baseline. Kind of get nervous every time the Eagles go for a block, but they were foul trouble the first half.
Yeah, they were. But, you know, you can't really slow down the pace because this game so far has been offensively going on. In fact, it's much better than it was the last time they met just a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, they need to make sure they make some stops. They'll get the defense going.
A very sluggish game at that Artesia tournament. Eagles winning by 1, but it went down to the wire, and they had one shot at the buzzer. They didn't make it. Johnson's shot is a air ball from the free throw line after the inbound. Mackey gets the rebound to send it ahead for his 4th board, and there's the man to get it on the other end. Layup on the right side for Vega. He's got 10 points. 61-60. Eagles now by 1. Who wants to win this ball game at Volcano Vista High School? Round 3 of the ABQ Metro Tournament. Pass to Lucero on the right wing, gets a screen to the free throw line, sends it down left corner to Bynum, an 18-footer off the front of the rim, no good. Pulled down with his bicep and ripping it hard as Marfell with his 2nd rebound. Returns to reset the O to Bynum. Back at the time stripe. 2:08 left, 3rd quarter, Eagles by 1. To the left wing, to the right elbow off the dribble, sends it to the right corner. Marfell returns it back to Bynum on the right side. Cross court left, over to Johnson. Johnson down in the left corner to Lucero. And back deep to the timeline to run some clock to Bynum with 1:50. They're being very patient on the offense. He's trying to get everybody spread out here. Kicks it over the left side to Lucero, down to the baseline to Presser left block. Returns up top to Bynum, drives the lane. His runner shot rejected and pulled down for Vega. Sends it ahead to Mackey, a 2-on-1. Goes to rack with a double clutch left side and puts it through the glass in the hole for 2. Michael Mackey now with 7 points here in the 3rd quarter. 23 overall to lead both teams. Eagles back up by 3, 63-60. 1:20 left, 3rd quarter. Johnson on the right wing. Cross court left to Marfell. He's going to hold it. Good pressure by Pena. Jab step, triple threat. turns it up top to Presser. Presser to the right, clean to Bynum. Bynum goes down to the right baseline to Marfil. Marfil will take a few dribbles and stops. Pena right on him. Knock return to Lucero, top of the arc, and swing it left to Presser. Presser tries to throw it down the lane. Mackey takes a steal effort, tries to save it on the baseline, but throws it right to the line. He tries to get it off the leg of Johnson, but he ended up hitting the baseline instead. Substitution for the Rams checking in is Kelvin Archuleta. It'll be Rio Rancho basketball right of their rim. They trail the Eagles by 3. 1:02 left third quarter. Coach Reeves having some talk with the official here. And Coach is saying that maybe Johnson did get a piece of that when Mackey tried to throw it off of it there. So we're having a long discussion. The official went to the scores table talking to the scores by himself. And they're going to give it back to Rio Rancho. Presser to inbound, gets it in the left corner. Dangerous throw to Bynum, almost got it stolen. Back to Presser. He goes up strong, gets rejected from behind. Late whistle by the official who was at the scores table a minute ago. They call the foul on the Eagles. And that will be the 4th on the Hobbs squad. And that'll put Presser on the line. He's perfect 2 for 2. They're 2 for 2 here in the second half of the Rams. So 17 of 23. Misses off the left rim. No good for Presser. They called that foul on Acosta. That's his 3rd personal. So a bunch of guys with 3. Pena, Hodge, Acosta, and Chisholm so far here in the second half. Second shot for Presser. Ricocheting around the rim and good. He's got 7 points. 63-61. Hobbs by 2 with just under 1 minute remaining. Pena has plenty of real estate to work with. The defender back at the three-point line of the front court now. Pena comes across, gets a screen from Vega. Ball gets ricocheted. Vega picks it up top of the circle. Lost again, but Pena recovers. One hands it down the lane. There's Chisholm with a big shot on the right block. Off the glass with a J. Jordan Chisholm has his first bucket. He goes by 4, 65-61. 35 seconds left third quarter here at the ABQ Metro Tournament at Volcano Vista High School. They get to Presser at the free throw line. Tipped it back up top to Bynum. Bynum in the left corner. Marfil top with 3, and he gets it. Wide open tray for Marfil. His first point. It's 65-64. Eagles by 1. Pena bring it across the timeline with 15 seconds remaining in the third. Crossover move to his right. Gives it off to Mackey in front of the Hobbs Eagle bench. He'll slide it back to the timeline with 9 seconds. Taking some time here with the dribble with 4 seconds over to Vega left wing. NBA 3 on the way. Off the glass in the rim. No good. Ball tipped around. Rebound at the buzzer on the far left sideline, but no chance to shoot. As Acosta coming up with his first rebound of the game. They're Hobbs Eagles with a 1-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter here at the Volcano Vista High School in Albuquerque. 65-64 at the ABQ Metro Tournament. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Hobbs Eagle Network.
Everyday specials are going on this week at Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs.
Boneless, skinless chicken breast, 97 cents a pound. Family pack boneless sirloin cut pork chops, $1.77 a pound. Farm-raised tilapia fillets, $3.99 a pound. Golden pineapple, $1.99 each. Super select cucumbers, 3 for $1. Jalapeno peppers, 99 cents each.
For all your grocery specials, come to La Tienda, 400 East Marlin, and Thriftway in the Broadmoor Shopping Center.
RMS Foods Incorporated of Hobbs supports local athletics. Wishing the Hobbs Eagles the best of luck. That hard work and dedication is definitely paid off. It's time to shine, Eagles. RMS Foods, providing high-quality products for the food industry. RMS Foods Incorporated, Hobbs, New Mexico, proud to be a part of Lee County. Go Eagles! Your friends at RMS Foods are behind you all the way.
Welcome back to Volcano Vista High School ABQ Metro Tournament, third round. Your Hobbs Eagles leading Rio Rancho 65-64. And Ron, the scoring in that third quarter.
Third quarter was Rams up by 2, 19-17.
Hobbs basketball to start the fourth with a 1-point lead. Of course, Mackey leads with 23. They get it down to Mackey on the right block. Triple team on him. Going to left wing to Pena for 3 off the side of the rim. No good. And a board for Rio Rancho off the left block is Wood with his 6th rebound. Gives it off to the timeline to bring it across his Bynum. He'll slow it down. Eagles are going to match up. Rio Rancho's top scorer was Johnson with 20. 10 for Bynum, the 2 double-digit scorers. Give it back to the top of the arc to Wood. He'll just hold it. Spins against a coach to the right elbow. Bounce pass out of bounds to the far right sideline. Tried to get over to Marfil, but it sails out. And that will be the 8th turnover for Rio Rancho. Again, 23 for Mackey so far. Abraham Pena with 16. 10 apiece for Vega and Archibald. Everybody getting involved in the scoring. 4 in double digits on a 1-point lead. A bad pass to the right wing of the front court, taken away by Marfel. The 12th turnover, as he'll bounce it off to the left wing to Wood to set up the O. To the free throw line to Johnson. Hippity hop, lost the ball, picked up. Double clutch on the right block. No good for Archuleta off the back of the rim. Mackey gets the rebound. His fifth goes back door to Vega, who gets hit in the head on the righty reverse layup, and is fouled. Ball came off the iron, but he'll get a couple of free throws here. So Hobbs getting in that transition game. That will be the second team foul against Rio Rancho. And that is going to be the 4th foul against Mikey Woods. So that's going to be a big decision for Rio Rancho, whether to keep him in the game with 6:58 remaining. Vega yet to shoot a free throw. First one is up and good. He's got 11 points. The Eagles are now 8 of 12 from the charity stripe. 67%. So Vega, the freshman, 11 points, couple of trays in the game. Eagles had 6 trays so far. Second shot is good. Vega now with 12 points. The Eagles win this game. They will play at 3 o'clock tomorrow against the winner of Hope Christian and Santa Fe. If they lose, they play the loser of that game at 1 o'clock. 6:55 left here in the fourth. The Eagles by 3. Couple of passes get across the timeline. Marfil gets it to Johnson, left elbow, drives the lane with a lefty shot put. Air ball, saved at the baseline, but tipped out by Johnson. It'll be Hobbs basketball. Eagles will have it with 3-point lead. 6:44 remaining here in the fourth. Here in the consolation bracket. The winner will be playing for the 9th place trophy, 11th place if they lose this one. Payne will get the pass on the right wing front corner from the Hobbs Eagle bench. Uses up the dribble, coming back to help him. Acosta hands it back to Payne in front of the scores table near right side. To the right wing, dribbling behind his back, double team. And we've got a timeout call before the turnover. Looked like he almost going to slide that pivot foot just a bit. But he was getting hammered from both sides, and Coach Reeves is going to have a talk with the official during the timeout. So Eagles will talk for a few seconds here. 6:25 remaining here in the fourth. A 60-second timeout. Eagles 67. Rio Rancho 64. Back in 1 minute on Cool 95.7, HobbsAmerica.com, and YouTube. Audio only tonight.
Outlaw Grill thanks you for supporting Outlaw Grill throughout the years. Outlaw Grill has all your favorites, from savory soups to burgers. Porterhouse steaks, fettuccine alfredo, crispy chicken scallopini are just some of the all-time favorites. Outlaw Grill invites you to come in or call your order in 575-392-2012. That's 575-392-2012. It's a fast turnaround time for a delicious gourmet meal. Happy holidays from the crew at Outlaw Grill. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Welcome back to Volcano Vista High School, the APS Metro Tournament, third round. Hobbs leading by 3 over Rio Rancho, 67-64. After an Eagles timeout, the inbound to Mackey on the right baseline in the front court. He gets sandwiched. The ball comes off of Johnson's hands. Him and Presser going tough against Mackey on that right baseline, and comes out to be Eagle basketball. Vega to inbound, sends it back up top to Pena. Fires up a tray off the back of the rim, no good. Ball gets tipped out to the far right sideline and pulled down by Johnson. That's his 8th rebound. He'll take the dribble himself. Eagles back off with a half-court D as Hall will pick up Johnson. One-hand bounce pass across the timeline to Bynum. Bynum sliding from right to left with 6:05 remaining. Eagles by 3. Comes to the left side after a screen from Presser. Backs out of the pressure to the right elbow. Down the lane, reverse layup with a scoop. Rolls in and out, no good. Johnson goes back up with it with one hand off the right glass and puts it through. Johnson with 22 points and 9 rebounds now and a 1-point Eagle lead. Mackey with a stop-and-go. Lost the ball. Bounce pass up top is taken away for Rio Rancho by Bynum. The Eagles' 13th turnover. He goes to the rack on the right side and lays it in for 2. Bynum now with 12 points. Eagles down by 1, 68-67. Mackey beats the pressure. 1-2 and up down the lane with a lefty shot over the front of the rim. No good. Tip back up by Mackey. Can't get it to drop. And a long rebound at the free throw line for Rio Rancho by Bynum. He goes to the rack to the other end with a finger roll over the front of the rim. No good. Chased down on the left wing by Marfil for his 3rd rebound. Sends it up top for the start of the offense to Marfil. And then back coming to get it is Bynum at the time stripe. They're going to slow down the O a little bit with 5:10 remaining and a 1-point Rancho lead. Down the lane, back to Johnson. Double clutch on the right block. They called a block shot and a jump ball. They say the Hobbs Eagles had their hand above the basketball that time. Thought they were going to call the foul there. Luckily, it was not. Hobbs has a bunch of guys in foul trouble at this point. And a 1-point Rio Rancho lead. They'll have the ball at the right baseline underneath their hoop. 68-67 the score, Rams. Man-to-man defense for the Eagles. Johnson gets his inbound, swatted by Hodge, and pulled away for the Hobbs Eagles by Archbeck, who spins in the lane, the ninth turnover for Rio Rancho. Pass to Hodge to the front court. He has to chase it on the near sideline and saves it to himself in front of the scores table. Crossover move. Down the lane against three defenders. Reverse slam. Ball gets knocked off the rim. No good. And transition rebound for Marfil. And that is the fourth rebound for him, and a technical foul call by Coach Reeves, who's not very happy as Hodge got hammered on that layup. No call previous to that. And Coach Reeves lets the referee know about it. So both coaches had one tech each in this game, one in the first half for Rancho and one in the second half for the Eagles. And that will send to the line Marfil. He's got one tray in the game, has not shot a free throw yet. First shot is up, and it is hard off the back of the rim. No good. He'll get one more, though. Boy, technical fouls could be kind of hurting here with a 1-point deficit and 4:49 remaining, but I think Coach Reeves had a point. It looked like Hodge got hammered pretty hard on the layup.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get a foul, too, but unfortunately it didn't get called, and they said we got a tech. They did pay off on it 1 or 2, but still, I think he had a good point, and he needed to make it.
Second shot was good, as Ron mentioned there, as putting it through Marfil with 4 points. 69-67. 2-point lead for Rio Rancho with 4:48 remaining here in the fourth quarter. The winner will play in the 9th place game tomorrow or 11th place if they're the losing team tonight. Rancho gets around the perimeter, bounce pass on the right wing to Wood, drives baseline, kicks it back right side, Archuleta for 3, and puts it through the hole. Vega got a hand up in his face that time with a second tray converter for Archuleta. He's got 10 points. 5-point lead at the other end, though. A 3-point shot for Vega off the rim. Hodge comes up with it off the left side of the glass, scoops it high in the air, and puts it through the hole. So Hodge with his first bucket, second rebound. It's 72-69. Eagles down by 3. Coming across the timeline is Bynum. Sends it over to the right wing to Marfil. Good defense by Vega right on top of him. Back to the timeline to Archuleta. Dribbles left, spin move, stays at the top of the circle and backs it out to run some clock. Flicks it back to Bynum at the time stripe. He jab steps against Hodge. Clock running under 4 minutes remaining. Continues to jab step about 50 times here, and Hodge is going to kind of wait his turn. Hard dribble down the right side of the lane. Back door to Presser. He thought he was going to go up a dunk and just throws 2 hands over the rim and puts it through. He's got 9 points. Kind of stutter stepped. Was going to dunk, but lost his footing at the last second. A 5-point lead, the biggest of the game for Rio Rancho. 3:30 remaining. Top of the circle for the Eagles pivoting is Archbeck. Dribbles left side circle, flicks it off to Vega, drives the lane with the cradle. Over to Hodge in the right corner, but overthrows him to the baseline out of bounds. So the Eagles' 14th turnover. And the series with these two teams, 11-0, Hobbs with the upper advantage here. But, hey, it's a new game this year.
Exactly. It's different players as well, young team. Anything can happen.
3:20 remaining in the game, 74-69, Rio Rancho by 5. Ball comes across the timeline to Marfil. Back to the time stripe to Wood. He'll back it out. They go step out on defense. Underhands it to Marfil at the time stripe. Back over to Wood on the left wing. Clock to 3:08. Eagles down by 5, 74-69. Dribbles up top, stop and go. And puts it back behind him, underhands to bind him at the timeline. And we got a timeout on the court as Rio Rancho wants to talk about it. Exactly 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth. And Rio Rancho with their biggest lead of the game, 74-69 over your Hobbs Eagles. We'll take a 60-second break and come back on Cool 95.7, HobbsAmerica.com, and YouTube, audio only tonight.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Minutes remaining here in the third round of the APS Metro Tournament, played at Volcano Vista High School outside of Albuquerque. Ty friend Ron Gunner, Tiffany Stuber with you tonight. Rio Rancho leads by 5, 74-69. Rams basketball in the front court, pressure on the right wing. There's a high one back to the timeline. Hodge bumps into his offensive player that time. The 230s going on it as Hodge bumped into Bynum. So Payton picks up his fourth personal, 15th foul. The fouls have really gone down in this second half, just 7 compared to 23 total in the first half. 74-69, Rio Rancho with 2:40 remaining. Taking his time in the backcourt off the dribbles, Bynum sails it across the stripe to Wood on the right wing. He pivots, and back deep once again to Marfo at the timeline. Stop-and-go dribble, drives the right side of the lane, and then circles out to the far side off the dribble and returns back deep again to Bynum to run clock. Crossover move. Cross-court left with a pass to Wood with 2:20 remaining. Stop-and-go dribble himself, lefty layup, going to the rack, and puts it through the hole. So quick first step that time for Wood. He's got double digits now with 11. The biggest lead is 7 for Rio Rancho. 76-69, 2:10 remaining. In the front court, Pena on the right wing in front of the Hobbs Eagle bench. Up top to Archibald. Tries it through a back door down the lane, and Presser gets a steal on it. And that will be for the Eagles, their 15th turnover. Outlet to the near sideline to bring it across Bynum. Jump stop in the paint, gets rejected by Pena. Ball up in the air, but pulled down for the Rams by Bynum. Bynum sends it to the timeline, and we have a backcourt violation. Catching the ball, but stepping on the line was Jaden Johnson for the 10th Rio Rancho turnover. 1:51 left here in the fourth. The Eagles don't have a lot of time to work with. They trail by 7. We'll keep it right here. Timeout on the court. It will be Hobbs Eagle basketball, and we got some three-point shooters so far. We had 6 trays in this ball game. Of course, a couple of those put down by Braylon Vega, the freshman. He's been in here quite a bit here in the fourth quarter. Another one by Michael Mackey. Abraham Pena has had a couple of three-pointers. Caleb Lehman came off the bench for one. So a couple of different guys are stepping up, but they don't got a lot of time to deal with in a 7-point deficit.
Exactly. You need to have some real good stops on the defense quickly, too, and also be able to drive the lane, get those 2-pointers plus the 1 as well to drive up the score and make sure that you get back into the game quickly as possible.
6-2 foul count right now is what we're looking at. The Eagles with 6 and just 2 for Volcano Vista, so 8 fouls total in this second half, which has cleaned up a lot since the first half. We mentioned that just a few minutes ago. Right now in terms of scoring, top point man for the Hobbs Eagles, Michael Mackey with 23, but he has not scored here in the fourth quarter, so that definitely I would like to add on to some of his points there. 16 for Abraham Pena. He's yet to score here in the fourth quarter. 12 for Braylon Begg. He's had a couple of free throws here in the fourth. And Chris Archibald still holding at 10. That's what his number was in the first half as well. So 4 different guys in double digits for the Eagles. For the Rio Rancho Rams, 22 for Johnson, 12 for Bynum, 11 for Wood, and 10 for Archuleta. Hobbs Eagle basketball with 1:48 remaining. Pena in the front court, a screen up top for Vega. He gets the pass instead on the right wing. Top of the circle, uses up his dribble, pivots, hands off to Pena with 1:40 remaining near side. Eagles running a lot of clock here, though. Crossover move, down in the lane to the free throw line, jump stop, over to Vega on the left wing. He's looking for some help, uses up the dribble, finds Mackey top of the circle, jab step, dribbles to the free throw line, weaves through traffic, lost the ball, but it gets booted out by Presser, and Hobbs will have it on the left baseline underneath their hoop. Clock to 1:24 remaining here in the fourth, and it's 76-69 Rio Rancho by 7. Vega to inbound underneath the Hobbs Eagle hoop on the left side. Gets it into the right wing to Archibald. Top of the arc to Acosta. Dribbles, looking for help on the right side. Nobody coming. He's pivoting. Hands it off to Pena with 1:17. Well outside the perimeter. Middle of the court now. Top of the circle. Crossover move. Spins and a hold foul. And also getting hit in the knee, it looked like, was Wood. So he's kind of hobbled for just a second. They call a foul on him, and I believe that's his 5th personal. Yep, that's 5 on Wood. He finishes the game with 11 points and 6 rebounds. He was also perfect in the first quarter on the free throw line, 4 for 4, and hit a tray. So he'll foul out. That will be the 3rd team foul against the Rams. And that'll give time for another sub coming in for the Eagles as well, and that'll be Peyton Hodge. Waiting for the Rio Rancho sub for the fouled out player, and that will be Kelvin Archuleta. 1:10 left here in the fourth. The Eagles down 76-69 to Rio Rancho. Of course, Hobbs winning the 1-point game at the Artesia tournament about a month or so ago. Hodge the inbound, gets to Mackey right corner, 18-footer on the fade, and nothing but net for Mackey. First points in this fourth quarter, he's got 25 to lead both teams. 76-71, Hobbs down by 5 with 1 minute remaining. One-on-one move now, coming up the court with the dribble is Bynum. Comes down the lane. Bounce pass to the right wing and backing it out in the front court is Archuleta to the timeline. Clock down to 50. And a timeout on the court as Rio Rancho wants to talk a few seconds about it. We'll take a quick break. They're up by 5 over the Eagles, 76-71. We'll come back with you in half a minute here on Cool 95.7, HobbsAmerica.com, and YouTube.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
We're back here at Volcano Vista High School outside of Albuquerque for the third round of the ABQ Metro Tournament, live on Cool 95.7, HobbsAmerica.com, and YouTube. And right now at the same time, the Hobbs Lady Eagles in the semifinals trying to punch their ticket to the tournament championship. They're playing West Mesa. 76-71, though, the Hobbs boys trailing by 5 to Rio Rancho. And that was after a timeout. Rancho talking about it for a few minutes there. And 51 seconds remaining. They'll have it in the front court on the far right sideline for the inbound. Throw it back deep to Johnson. Covered by Mackey with 49 seconds. A quick grab. That will stop the clock. But that's also the 17th foul on the Eagles for the 1-on-1 bonus. Against Mackey, his third personal. And he'll put on the line Jaden Johnson. Johnson is 6 of 12. Has not shot a free throw here in the second half. The team 19 of 27 from the charity stripe, so they have missed 8 so far. Johnson off the back of the rim. Oh, the official was calling for the ball back, and then a missed free throw. They're going to give him another chance to shoot this again. Wow, that got Coach Ross off the bench. He wasn't a happy camper about that. The official called for the ball back for some reason after a missed free throw. Wow. Johnson shot off the rim again, though, so the Eagles have a chance for it. Hodge will pull it down. Looking ahead is Hodge. He's going to reverse layup on the right side, count the basket and the foul. That was the third rebound for Hodge. His second bucket in the ball game. Came to the right side of the rim, went high on the glass with it, and got knocked to the floor hard. So for Rio Rancho, that'll be their 14th foul, and the 4th on Maddox Presser. Hodge on the charity stripe yet to shoot a free throw. He's got 4 points on the board, but 76-73. Eagles down by 3. Critical free throw for Hodge. 44 seconds remaining, down by 3, and misses off the front of the rim. And we got a battle on the boards. They're going to say a push by the Eagles. Acosta pushed the other number 34. That was Jaden Johnson. So they call the foul on Acosta, his 4th, 8th team foul, and the march to the other end for the 1-on-1 bonus for Rio Rancho. 76-73. The Rams lead by 3 over the Eagles, and Johnson back up on the line. Johnson is 6 of 13 from the charity stripe. Misses off the back of the rim. Pulled down on the left wing by Marfell. That's his 5th rebound. Hands it off near the timeline to Bynum off the dribble, and they've got a timeout call, or actually a foul call on the Eagles. They charge a foul to Hodge. I think that's his 5th. Yes, it is. So Hodge is going to foul out with 4 points and 3 rebounds for the Eagles. That's their first foul of the ball game. Rams fouled out Wood earlier here in the 4th quarter. Coach Reeves going to go to his bench and bring in Caden Hall. 40 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. We mentioned there's a couple of games tomorrow. The Eagles lose this game, they will play at 1 o'clock for 11th place. If they win it, they play at 3 o'clock for 9th place. And those games will be right here at Volcano Vista High School, where we had some serious issues with the internet. But we'll probably have to come through the cell phone if we do have that game, depending on what time that one's at. 76-73. And they changed the free throw shooter now and bring in Bynum. Bynum's perfect, 2 for 2 from the line. Makes the first. He's got 13 points now and extends the lead to 4, 77-73. Trying to get you a score update with the Hobbs Lady Eagles playing West Mesa tonight for the semifinals in the winners bracket. Second shot is good for Bynum. He's got 14 now. Hobbs down by 5 with 40 seconds remaining. A steal on the inbound from Johnson, but the Eagles' 16th turnover. Pass to the timeline. A quick foul call. Getting it is Bynum. Hobbs had to stop the clock with 36 and a quick slap on the wrist. So that'll be the Eagles' 19th foul. We'll make it 10 now, double bonus, as they charge the foul to Abraham Pena. That's his fourth. That will put Bynum on the line right back where he was a second ago. He's perfect 4 for 4, make it 5 for 5. Made his last 3 free throws here in the fourth quarter with 15 total points. 79-73. Rams up by 6 with 36 left, and another free throw good for Bynum. He's got 16. 80-73. Inbound on the near side to Acosta. To the timeline to Mackey. Hippity hop down the lane. Tries to throw up a sidewinder hook. Count it with his left hand in the middle of the paint, and a foul. Mackey will drop it through the cylinder. He's got 27 overall and a chance for a 3-point play. 80-75. That'll be the 15th foul on Rio Rancho. And that'll be the 5th on Presser. Presser will finish with 9 points, had 3 rebounds, and went 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Waiting for the sub to come in. Rio Rancho having a big meeting in the middle of the paint here. And now a sub will check in for the disqualified Presser. And that will be Chris Lucero. Presser, their biggest kid out there, 6'4" and key 40. So Mackey with a chance for the 3-point play. Eagles, though, trail by 5 with 32 seconds remaining. Mackey with a good shot, but it comes, rims in and out, no good. Pulled down in the right block by Bynum, his second rebound. He's converged on quickly by Hall and Acosta, and some big bear hugs for the foul to stop the clock at 31. So another march to the other end. There'll be a 2-shot double bonus. Charge the foul to Hall, his second. Still a double bonus situation the rest of this fourth quarter. So that will send to the line Bynum. And he has yet to miss a free throw. 6 of 6 in this ballgame, 4 for 4 here in the fourth quarter. First shot's up and good. So making a living on the line is Bynum. A lot of these have been the stop clocking fouls, and Eagles working on their 8th win of the season, although right now down by 6. Second shot is off the front of the rim, no good for Bynum. His first miss in the fourth quarter. Ball pulled down, though, by Johnson. And Johnson gets stripped, so the Eagles get the turnover. That's the 11th of the game. A 3-point shot from the left wing by Pena is no good. Rebound on the far right sideline by Johnson. Or correction, that was Marfil for his 6th board. And that'll be a foul on the Eagles. So 2 more free throws coming for Rio Rancho with 19 seconds remaining. 81-75 your score. And on the line to shoot 2 is Marfil. He's 1 of 2 from the line. All 4 of his points here in the fourth quarter, including a tray. Free throw ricocheting around the rim, rolls around and flushes through for the point. Marshall now with 5 points. He'll get 1 more. 7-point Rams lead. Their biggest of the game could be 8 now, and it is. 8-point lead for the Rams, 83-75, down to 17. Half-court inbound to Mackey, comes down the lane, reverse layup with a scoop shot, count the basket and the foul. They called a block foul on Lucero. That's his first. 16th foul against the Rams. And Mackey now with 29 points, 1 away from 30 here with the free throw. Kind of surprised the Rams try to contest that. They're well up in this game, and now it's a chance for that 3-point play for Mackey. Mackey been impressing some people with 44 points, of course, against Del Norte on Wednesday night. Making some headlines here in the Duke City. Free throw is up, and it is good for Mackey. 83-78, Eagles down by 5 with 13.6 remaining. And it looks like Rio Rancho wants to call the timeout. How to beat the press will be their topic of discussion. We'll keep it right here. Volcano Vista High School, 3rd round of the ABQ Metro Tournament. And 5-point deficit. Eagles had some leads in this game, Ron, and up by as many as 8. And that's been the lead. There's been an 8-point lead in this fourth quarter for Rio Rancho. So kind of a seesaw effect here in the second half. A lot less fouls than what we saw in the first half until this game where Hobbs had to stop the clock. But what was the downfall, do you think, of the Eagles? That the game ain't over yet, but what has been kind of the problem here in the fourth quarter?
It just seems to be that fourth quarter, Mackey seemed to be working a lot and not getting as much help as he got yesterday or the other day. However, it just seems to be just a breakdown of fouls, just little things that just built up and worked against Hobbs. And I definitely think the turnovers did not help at all.
Not as many people stepping up in the scoring game either. We had, 4 in double digits, but it's been that way since the early part of the third quarter. And a lot of those guys have not really advanced in scoring. Pena was 16 still. Vega got a couple of free throws here in the second half. He's got 12, and Chris Archibald stuck at 10 at halftime. So some guys not really getting the extras that they could use to help this squad at this point. 83-78. on the inbound far side of the backcourt to Marfil. Quick foul for the Eagles, and that will again stop the clock. So 2 shots again on the double bonus. They call the foul on Vega, just his first. And going to the other end will be Marfil. He is 3 for 4, all coming in the fourth quarter. 83-78. Rio Rancho by 5. 12 seconds remaining, and a brick off the back of the rim. Game has really slowed down here in the fourth quarter with all the fouls to stop the clock for the Eagles. They'll get one more to try to extend to a 6-point lead. Second shot is up and good for Marfil. He's got 7. 84-78. Interception at the timeline for the Rio Rancho Rams defense. And that'll be another turnover and then a quick foul once again. That will be 17 turnovers for the Eagles. And that sends to the line Bynum. They called the foul against Caden Hall, his 4th. Free throw bounces around the rim and good for Bynum. And he's made all of his free throws tonight, 8 of 8 from the charity stripe, and 18 points. Second shot's good. 86-78, 8-point lead with 8 seconds in the front court. Mackey, an NBA 3 from the right side, hard off the rim, tipped up in the air. Johnson in traffic, gets the rebound, his 10th. Gonna struggle the timeout, and that win the ball game. The Hobbs Eagles lose this one to Rio Rancho, 86-78. Hobbs falls to 7-7, back to 500 on the season, and Rio Rancho picks up its 10th win at 10-5. That means the Eagles will play tomorrow, and that will be the 11th place game. Remember, 16 teams at the tournament, so 1 o'clock will be the start time, 12:45 pregame show, and that'll put Rio Rancho in the Consolation Championship, which is 9th place here at this big tournament. They'll play the winner of Hope Christian and Santa Fe. We'll take a quick break. 86-78, Eagles losing to Rio Rancho. Come back with us in 3 minutes on the Hobbs Eagle Network.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Everyday specials are going on this week at Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs.
Boneless, skinless chicken breast, 97 cents a pound. Family pack boneless sirloin cut pork chops, $1.77 a pound. Farm-raised tilapia fillets, $3.99 a pound. Golden pineapple, $1.99 each. Super select cucumbers, 3 for $1. Jalapeno peppers, 99 cents each.
For all your grocery specials, come to La Tienda, 400 East Marlin, and Thriftway in the Broadmoor Shopping Center.
RMS Foods Incorporated of Hobbs supports local athletics. Wishing the Hobbs Eagles the best of luck. That hard work and dedication is definitely paid off. RMS Foods, providing high-quality products. Proud to be a part of Lee County. Go Eagles, your RMS.
575-392-2012. That's 575-392-2012. It's a fast turnaround time for a delicious gourmet meal. Happy holidays from the crew at Outlaw Grill. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Everyday specials are going on this week at Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs.
Boneless, skinless chicken breast, 97 cents a pound. Family pack boneless sirloin cut pork chops, $1.77 a pound. Farm-raised tilapia fillets, $3.99 a pound. Golden pineapple, $1.99 each. Super select cucumbers, 3 for $1. Jalapeno peppers, 99 cents each.
For all your grocery specials, come to La Tienda, 400 East Marlin, and Thriftway in the Broadmoor Shopping Center.
Welcome back to Albuquerque, the APS Metro Tournament live on Cool 95.7, HobbsAmerica.com, and YouTube. Here's your Hobbs Eagles losing this one to Rio Rancho in the third round, 86-78. Hobbs finishes up with 4 in double figures. Michael Mackey, Rylan Vega, Abraham Pena, and Chris Archibek. Meanwhile, Rio Rancho has some guys that converted on some double-digit scoring in this game as well, 22 points. And, Ron, what are some keys for this game? The Eagles were up by as many as 8 in the contest.
I think it was just focus for the most part. I do believe that Hobbs had a great game going on, and then for some reason, without any explanation at all, it just slowly started to unravel. I do believe that maybe it was just Rio Rancho coming in strong and making a point and making a case that they'd lost 11 in a row to this team, and they didn't want to lose another one, especially it was a little confusing because, you know, they're in a neutral zone or neutral field, so it was confusing at first for the officials to get their heads straight. But once they did, then the game went well. I knew it would be one of those defensive struggles. It was, and I think the thing was Rio Rancho kind of pulled up their notches and did better defense than the Hobbs Eagles did. It looked like towards the end, though, of course, with most cases, when they're down by a few, they try to get those quick shots. I understand them wanting to do that, but unfortunately when you do that, usually you don't set your feet and you make some bad, of course, bad decisions as well. Before I get you back with Ty, because he's a little tied up right now, I'm going to give you the sponsors for the boys that gets us on the air and make sure that we can provide you with these great games. Hobbs Rental, Forest Tire, Robinson & Associates, Lee County State Bank, Thriftway, Lasco, Hobbs Express, all along with First American Bank, NMR Pipeline, Lennon Center, Unit Pump and Supply, and Devon Energy. Continuing the post-game report of this unfortunate loss against Volcano Vista. No, sorry, and that's at Volcano Vista with the Rio Rancho Rams. Here is Ty Findle. You know exactly what happened during the game.
Rio Rancho finishes up with 4 guys in double digits in this one. Jaden Johnson, the leading scorer, with 22 points, 10 rebounds. He had a double-double in the contest and was 6 of 14 from the charity stripe. He's definitely a slasher. Didn't do as much in the fourth quarter, but had 18 points by the end of the third, so he definitely was helping out their cause in terms of point production. Jamal Bynum definitely helping out in the fourth quarter with the free throws. Perfect 7 of 7 on the line in the fourth quarter. Went 9 of 9 overall in the game. He had 19. So it was Johnson and Bynum combining for 41 points of the total there that they had 86 in this ball game. So getting close to half of the point production. Mikey Wood with 11 points for the Rams. He had 6 rebounds and was 4 for 4 from the charity stripe and also had a tray in the game. And their fourth leading scorer was Kelvin Archuleta, finished with 10 points, a couple of trays, and a rebound. So 4 in double digits, 1 getting close. Maddox Presser, he fouled out, though, in the fourth quarter. He finished with 9 points and 3 rebounds. He was also 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Also in the books for Rio Rancho, Chris Lucero with 4 points, a 3-pointer, and 1 for 1 on the line. Esteban Morales hit a couple of free throws, 2 for 2, and had 2 points and 1 rebound. John Parison with a bucket and a rebound for the Rams as well. They finished up with 9 scores in this ball game, 29 of 40 from the charity stripe for 73%. So getting a lot of free throw opportunities, 40 compared to just 17 for the Hobbs Eagles on the line there. They did have 30 rebounds compared to 17 for the Eagles. We mentioned Johnson with his 10, so double digits for him. 6 for Mikey Woods, 6 for Marfil as well, and those are your leading rebounders. They had 11 turnovers in the game for the Rancho Rams. For your Hobbs Eagles, they finished up with 4 players in double figures, led by Michael Mackey with 30 points in the contest. He was 5 of 7 from the charity stripe. Also had 6 rebounds, and that's the second game that he's been the leading rebounder as well. So doing more things than just scoring, he's also crashing the glass. Abraham Pena with 16 points in the game. In terms of free throws, he finished up 2 of 5 from the charity stripe for 40% and had 1 rebound in the contest, and also had 2 3-pointers for the Eagles' cause. Braylon Vega, the freshman, with 12 points. He was perfect on the line, 2 for 2, had 2 trays and 2 rebounds. And last but not least, in the double digits, Chris Archibald with a very stellar second quarter, all 10 of his points coming there, 4 buckets, and was 2 for 2 from the line with 3 rebounds. So the Hobbs Eagles again with 4 in double digits. It was 4 points for Peyton Hodge. He went 0 for 1 on the line and had 3 rebounds before fouling out in the fourth quarter. Caleb Lehman coming off the bench for a tray for 3 points. Jordan Chisholm had a bucket for 2 and 1 rebound. And I believe that's it for the scoring for the Hobbs Eagles. They had 6 in the books tonight, 18 rebounds in the ball game, 6 boards for Mackey to lead it, and 3 apiece for Hodge and Archibald, the leaders there. Eagles with 17 turnovers, 6 more than Rio Rancho. Hobbs went 11 of 17 from the charity stripe for 65%. And they did have 6 3-pointers in the ball game. So the Eagles losing this one again tonight, 86-78 to Rio Rancho to drop to 7-7 on the season. Rio Rancho improves to 10-5 on the season. Of course, the 2 teams played to a 1-point differential in the Artesia tournament. Eagles winning that by 1. Rio Rancho did have a shot at the buzzer that missed, but they could have won the ball game there. But again, very hard-fought rival game between these 2 teams. I just got a chance to see our former athletic director was up here watching. He's, of course, the AD up here. Bruce Carver watched this game tonight and was impressed by Michael Mackey especially. Mackey had, 44 the other night against who did they play?
You mean Del Norte?
Yeah, Del Norte, excuse me. The big points production there, and then tonight he had the 30. So definitely showing some stuff here. Had some guys helping him out tonight, Ron, some 3 other guys in double digits, but most of their points were scored up through about the midway through the third quarter. Fourth quarter, very quiet one for the Hobbs Eagles.
Yeah, it was, and just like you said, the last time they faced this Rams team, it was a touch and go. It was very low scoring. In fact, towards the end, it was a real. And this time, they were on the line, except unlike last time when they were missing their shots, they were making their free throws, which made a big difference. And I think in the end, that was really what sunk them, because Hobbs was just trying to get back into the game. They weren't doing it right. And unlike last time when Hobbs was eking out the victory, this time Rio Rancho went ahead and learned what the mistakes they made from last time and fixed that and got the victory with fairly easy.
Yeah, a lot more free throws, too. I mean, they had 40 opportunities to score in this game. 29 got converted for Rio Rancho. And again, the Eagles was only 17, so they had 23 more free throw opportunities. So Eagles losing this one means that they will play their last game of the tournament here, and it will be right back here at Volcano Vista High School. They will play the loser of the Hope Christian Santa Fe game, which is coming up next. Those 2 teams are trying to get themselves into the Consolation Championship, and that will be coming up in just a few minutes. Of course, the Hobbs Lady Eagles playing tonight as well, playing against West Mesa. They are trying to get themselves into the actual championship game of the whole tournament. Remember, 16 teams are here, and lots of people trying to get into those last slots for the tournament. So a lot of people are stepping up in terms of that one. So anyway, we're going to have to wait and see. We've been trying to get any place possible to get a final score of that game, and, of course, we're not getting it when we need it. So that game's championship game for the tournament will be at 4 o'clock for the girls tomorrow. We're trying to see if we can get both of those games on for you in terms of a live coverage. The girls' championship at 4 o'clock, and the third-place game with the Lady Eagles lost tonight. They will play at noon tomorrow. So a little bit of difference in time between noon and 4. Again, the Hobbs boys will be back here for their game coming up tomorrow once again at 1 o'clock in terms of the game. And last-minute comments there, Ron.
Well, the game just didn't go as planned, just like our plan didn't go as well either. But in the end, it's going to be basically, it was ninth place. We were hoping to win at least that one. But towards the end, it's just 11th place, hoping to get that one. I'm expecting to see either be hope or something going on for this Hobbs Eagles team. They have worked their butts off to speak, and I think they really do deserve anything they can get as far as the victory. And I'm sure they're going to come back tomorrow strong and, licking their wounds and hoping to get back into the winning side of the bracket anyway as far as their streak going on with one. Oh, yeah, and once again, let us thank our great sponsors for getting us on the air and, of course, making sure that we provide all this coverage. As we do so, let's thank Hobbs Rental, Forest Tire, Robinson & Associates, Lee County State Bank, Driftway, Lasco, Hobbs Express, First American Bank, NMR Pipeline, Rent-A-Center, Unis Pump and Supply, and Devon Energy. Still can't get those updates going through with the Internet?
Yeah, we're all down to one bars here at Volcano Vista, so we have struck out all different kinds of cell phone services up here that we tried to use, and we're going to have to leave it at that. We don't have the Hobbs Lady Eagles score. I wish somebody would have texted it to me. I was praying that would happen, but they didn't, so that will be it here. Again, we're going to try to get you coverage of both games tomorrow if possible. Tomorrow we will have the boys at 1 o'clock here at Volcano Vista High School. Pregame show about 12:45. We can get that on then. We will have to deal with the Internet situation here as well. And hopefully the Hobbs Lady Eagles either is going to be at the 4 o'clock game or the noon game tomorrow. So thanks for listening to us today, as crazy as it was. Again, final score from here at Volcano Vista High School. Rio Rancho 86, your Hobbs Eagles 78. And we'll see you tomorrow to wrap up the APS Metro Tournament in Albuquerque. Have a great rest of a Friday night out there.
Thank you for listening to Hobbs Eagle Basketball on Cool 95.7. Tonight's game was proudly presented by Hydratech Services, Cappuccino Coffee House, Albertsons Market, Hometown Convenience Stores, Driftway and La Tienda, and Hobbs Rental. So a proud presentation of Rent-A-Center, XL Energy, R360, Divine Energy, Lasco Construction, and IPS Incorporated. This has been an exclusive presentation of New Walmart Digital and Cool 95.7 Sports. Thank you for listening to Hobbs Eagle Basketball on Cool 95.7. Now back to the greatest hits of all time on KLEA Hobbs, Cool 95.7.